I present to you Fred-BRICKS-burg. Located in the Texas Hill Country between Stonewall and Fredericksburg, this Lego city is about to get a much-needed cultural icon. The real town of Fredericksburg is a quaint German settlement known for its wineries, its walkable main street, and of course the iconic Vereins
Kirche.
This large 8-sided building sits right in the heart of town. The original one stood from 1847 to 1897 and served as a church, school, and community center. The second version that you see here was rebuilt in 1935 and has served as a library, chamber of commerce, and currently a museum. Now my Lego city might be named after Fredericksburg, but let's be honest, that's pretty much the extent of the similarities. Well, that's going to change today with my newest MOC, the Vereins Kirche. As you can tell, it's a fairly faithful representation of the actual building. It's a 2-tiered octagonal building with angled roofs and some surrounding grounds. I tried to keep it pretty accurate, and I think I did a decent job. I did make instructions for this that are available on Rebrickable, so if you're interested, check out those links below. The MOC is 1.5 base plates wide by 2 base plates deep, and the surrounding areas are made up of brick, sidewalks, and grass. The grounds are much larger in real life, so I had to scale them down some, but I did make sure to keep the angled pathways out front, along with the flower beds. For the brickwork, I used a combination of red and dark red tiles that are outlined in light gray, and I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I chose to have the green plates for the grass sit flush with the sidewalks because I really like how that looks. It also gives some structure and keeps the 4 base plates underneath attached. In real life, there are a lot more trees around, but I managed to place a couple here in the MOC. The one on the left is a modification of one designed by Bricksburg, which was free on Rebrickable, and I'll leave a link for that design too if you're interested. And then the one on the right is my design as a thin flowering tree. The brick walkways lead up to the imposing white octagonal first floor. Going up a few steps, you're greeted with a couple of wooden doors topped with transom windows. Now I tried to keep all the walls accurate in my model. The first side has the double doors, and the wall on either side has 2 windows with sand green shutters. The next wall either way has a taller single set of shutters that I assume cover an opening in real life, although I'm not sure about that. The next wall either way has a simple white one, and then the last wall in the back has the tall single shutters again. I took a little liberty with the pergolas coming off the blank walls. In real life there are long rows of them to provide shade and seating options, but I scaled those down a little and just have 1 bench under each. Now the roofs were pretty tricky, especially the top one here. The first floor roofs attach with a somewhat older hinge piece and actually hinge up, allowing you to see inside. Now I did design a tiled floor in tan to go inside here, but I didn't buy those pieces for my model just to save a little money. You can't really see inside at all unless you open up the roofs like this, so I was okay with leaving them out. And these plates here were just to add some stability since I left out those tiles. But you can see that the second level rests on some support columns and is a smaller octagon in light bluish gray. All of the sides have the same appearance with that sand green grille piece to represent louvered shutters. The top roof was a little harder to design, but I think it turned out okay. It's unsurprisingly tricky to get 8 angled and tilted panels to merge at a single point in a system that's based on right angles, hence the slight gaps at the top, but I don't think it's that bad. And then to top it off, we have the weather vane. All in all, I'm super pleased with how it turned out, and I'm excited to add it to my Lego city, although I'm probably going to have to move a lot around in order to get it to fit. This building was actually my first MOC built from scratch, as opposed to doing an alt or a modification build, so let me know what you thought about it in the comments. And like I said, I did make instructions for this, so if you want to add a piece of Fred-BRICKS-burg into your Lego city, check out those links below. I also have a lot of other MOCs and other stuff on my channel, so feel free to check out one of these videos next. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.